back.
We're back.
With Mauricio, Colman, and Chris, and this is my time to share what I consider to be my topic. So I choose the use of gamers and drone flyers in sports in the new warfare in Ukraine and on Iran. Oh, that's what I chose. And there was some pushback. I want to say very helpful. You don't seem to be very engaged with this topic. Colman suggested I do something in Peru.
No. The reason I pushed back is
The ChatGPT.
because it said so at the end of the link you put in. It said source ChatGPT.
Yeah.
And my interpretation was, I was like, here, if you want, no problem. I was like, but is this something that you
Give a shit about.
Yeah, that's true. So I got an
also
article.
because the write-up on it, you were just like, I don't know, it was like, here's the link. I was like, okay.
There's a link for the Guardian, which is it's an actual Guardian, just like the Chris and the Marmalade. But there's ChatGPT source. So yeah, I got it from ChatGPT, but it was a long conversation with ChatGPT, and then Colman said, Are you sure you want to talk about this? Do you want to talk about something?
No, I was just making sure. Hey,
How
is this
long
something
a
you're
conversation
interested
did
in?
you have with
This is the fun
ChatGPT?
part. This is where I open myself. And I thought, why don't I talk about Peru? There's just been a big election in Peru.
It was huge election.
pushback.
I was here when on my way up to the disastrous concert.
Oh no, okay.
We walked past where all the Peruvians were voting here. There were
Peruvians.
thousands of people
Thousands
voting.
of Peruvians.
Literally thousands of people voting
Were you afraid?
in Plaza España. There were literally. But
They usually have a party afterwards.
I was like, I wonder if you were going. Did you vote? Were you there?
No, my Peruvian NIE has been expired for a few years, so I have to pay a fine, but I did not vote it. And this is the thing, I should be more engaged in Peruvian politics. I'm going to open up here. I didn't choose a Peru because there's a lot of funny angles. There's like a comedian who imitates different candidates, and on the debate, he was actually imitating different candidates. You've seen him on TV. Now you see him on the there was this guy. There was a lot of fun stuff. There was like 23 or more political parties. It's crazy. Nobody knows how to vote. The voting was like it looks like a menu from a kind of restaurant with a lot of pictures and names. That's like the voting thing.
For some reason, as you describe Peru, I just imagine like however many people in Peru. Let's say 4 million.
No, 24.
24
no,
million.
Sorry, 30.
30 million. I'm just imagining 30 million Mauricios. For some reason, that's how I imagine it.
I wish it would be a much better country. No, I'm kidding, of course. No. There's some of us. But I used to be a journalist in Peru, and what the fuck? No, yeah. I used to be a journalist in Peru, and I 2 lifetimes ago.
No wonder corruption is at like extreme.
Since I left, it is. They are unchecked now.
Yeah.
So, and I have comedian friends in Peru that are very political, and they are up to speed. And since I left, it's like I'm a little ashamed that I don't know shit. I don't know what's going on. I don't even vote. I don't give a fuck really. So I can talk about that if you want.
So were you when you were a journalist in Peru? You were working on the sort of political issues and things.
I interviewed.
Were you on the take?
On the take?
Yeah.
What is the take?
That means that you're taking bribes. So.
Oh, I can tell you a story about that. I was working on a TV station. I was kind of new, and there was this protest. Like a left-leaning, like Labor Party, but like a protest. They usually burn shit up and stuff. So one day, like the leader of this thing called me to my personal phone, and he said, "Hey, Mauricio, I've seen you on the TV. I think you're a very good journalist." I was like 25. I want to have a conversation with you. I was like, and I said, "No, well, you should talk to my boss. This is my personal phone." No, but really, we want to have a conversation with you, and we think you do a great job. I was like, I'm gonna follow this, and I'm gonna break some corruption scheme. So next thing I do, I go to my job, and I go to the meeting like on my free time. I go to the meeting, and there's this bunch of people, and they're talking, "Oh yeah, we've seen you. We're gonna have this manifestation. We want you to cover it, because you're doing a great job." Blah blah blah. And I was like, "Yeah, okay, nice. What else? What else?" And after like 10 minutes, there was So anyway, this is the day they give me like a paper with the things, and here you can have this for your cab ride. And I swear to God, it was like, I don't know, maybe 40 euros. It was like, yeah, here, because for your travels, you can take a cab. I was like, man, you need a lot more to fucking, it's like,
I'm open to being bribed.
yeah, I
But
mean,
bribe
like,
me with a good amount.
come on, man. It's like, this is not even close. So I said, no, don't worry. They offered me the money, but a lot of times, no, I will take my own cab. Next time I go to and I go to the boss, you know what happened to me? He called me and I went and he wanted to give me money. And I was like, this is gonna be huge. And as soon as I said that, like other journalists were listening, oh, so cute. They call him the first time. Apparently they've done this with everybody, and that's one story. So I want to do it. I can tell you a bunch of stories, But
So you're the first one to say no, or?
I have no idea, but it was absurd money. This is how bad the
But I
country
guess
is
as
doing.
soon, I mean, I guess it's, if once you accept that, if you accept for even if it's just 40 euros,
Maybe they will give you some
you're
more.
in but you're in trouble. I mean, you're in trouble because
Or maybe that's their test.
you've taken a bribe already. If you see what I mean,
But if he takes
doesn't
the
matter
40
how much,
Yeah,
it's
I
still a
didn't
bribe.
Maybe if he takes the 40 euros, are they like, okay, cool, Mauricio, we can get back to him and give him more money? Like, if
Yeah,
he,
but
That's a good
legally,
point, actually. I never thought about that,
but legally, it's still a bribe, though.
Yeah, of
Anyway,
course
no.
it's
So
still-
I mean, they've got you in. I mean, they've got you doing something wrong.
Yeah, but that works. That happens like I can assure you that happens at the BBC. It's like, come cover this thing, and you go cover the thing, and did you like the new museum we've opened? Okay, so here's all this stuff. Like they don't give you the money, but there's like a package.
Stuff from the
There's like a
museum.
bag with the name of the museum, a bunch of books, and I don't know. You get like we call it marmalade in mermelada in Spanish. So you get a lot of different type of bribes. But the thing is, I got comedian friends from Peru that do a great job talking about Peruvian politics. So I didn't want to make a couple of cheap jokes about Peru. But thank you for saying that, Colman, because it opened me to this reality. I should be working on my Peruvian stuff.
But if you were to make some cheap jokes about Peru,
What can I say about Peru? The cops are super dirty. All the cops are dirty. I didn't took that bribe. Then I got caught drunk driving. I wasn't drunk. I mean, I was over the limit, but I was like, I was over the limit. But they stop you to get a bribe. Everything's with a bribe, And I decided, no, I don't want to bribe anybody. I don't want to bribe anybody. I'm not going to bribe anybody. I'm not drunk. So let's go to the police station, whatever. Let's
I'm
go.
not drunk, I'm just over the limit.
Yeah, a little bit. I thought I wasn't, but they were expecting me to offer whatever, man, 10 euros, will do, And I didn't want to pay, man. I got stubborn, Some friends of mine said that I actually wanted to. The thing is, I went to the police station. I got my license taken away for a year. Yeah, so just because of my principles.
You showed
I showed
them.
you. I
Yeah,
showed you.
exactly, because of my principles, because of my stubbornness, I didn't want to pay, and I was sent to the drunk school or whatever it is, and I thought, okay, this is gonna incentivize social whatever. It was like 8 sessions of 2 hours each. I said, okay.
You were the only one there because everyone else had paid.
The sessions were like,
Basically,
you gotta
I was the
make
only
sure to
one
bribe
there.
next time.
I was the only one there that could not be there. Like I could have paid. The people that were there couldn't pay because they didn't have the money. How do you have a car? You have to see. You can put a picture of a Peruvian car. They're like wrapped with wire. And people will ask the most stupid questions. And the fucking teacher. Actually, this class there was no teaching at all. They will put videos of people getting horribly hurt for 2 hours on a row every time. You didn't learn everything.
With,
It was like,
with like your eye,
oh man, it
like
was
Big Brother. Is it Big Brother or 1984?
Yeah,
Where they keep the eyes.
Clockwork Orange.
All right.
And it was bullshit, It's
Did
like,
you
so-
ever climb up the Machu Picchu?
I did climb Machu Picchu. Machu Picchu was so nice before the world. It's a world wonder now.
World Heritage Site or
Yeah,
whatever.
now it's a world wonder. Now it's
That's
full
one of the
of people.
wonders of the world, is it?
Yeah, it's one of the wonders. Now it's full of people. I used to go there, have a barbecue. Fuck it. No, I'm kidding. I never had a barbecue in Machu Picchu, but it was so easier to go. Then what else can I tell you? When I came to Spain, this is a fun little story. Because you don't respect policemen in Peru, your parents teach you if a policeman come, run, get away from them. They're super corrupt. I don't care what repercussions these have. There's not bad apples. They're all fucking corrupt. I've chased I've chased them with my phone, like a police car. They were like bribing someone. You can see 3 o'clock in the morning, a BMW and a police car on the gas station. You know, they actually drive with you, so you can put your card and take money out and pay them. So I knew this was going on. I decided to fucking film it. You know, I went to the thing like that, and I started filming the cop and the guy taking the money out, and they noticed me and they started grumbling. And they each go into their car and went to the other corner, you know, like they went away so I wouldn't film it. And I said, fuck this. And I go and I follow them. They exchange the money and I start running. And the cops all get in the car and they just go away and I'm running with my camera. So I have cops running away from me. When I come to Spain, I thought these were the cops. You know, these cops are cops, whatever. So I was, how much time do I have? Okay, so I was walking with some friends. Freshly arrived to Barcelona, I make the exchange of soles to euros, you know, whatever. But I didn't make the exchange to Peruvian cops to Spanish cops. So I was walking with some friends to the Rambla. We were drunk, and suddenly, like a cop car, you know, like does this, and two fucking cops come out and they grab a guy from across the street, you know, and he was definitely guilty, man. He looked guilty. I don't know what he did, but they knew it was him. Okay, they knew it was him. I don't know. They grabbed him. They put it against the car. They took his backpack out. They started looking, you know. And I was this dumb, you know. I was with my friends and I said, listen, take a picture. Take a picture. I want to send a picture to my friends. And the car was there, and I went walking like an idiot, all drunk. They were putting the guy in the car like this, you know. He was like, they were patting him, and I got right next to him, you know, and I take a picture of me. The cops saw me, and they just let this guy go. He just, here, have your back. But they grabbed me, and it's like, they start patting me. They pulled me in the back of the car, and my friends were screaming, this is authority. And I was like, I'm from Peru, you know, what the fuck is going on? These cops have some kind of power. They drive me to the police station in the Rambla, and they take me up, and they say they're going to give me a 60 euro fine for disrespecting authority. And at that point, I said, no, bullshit, this is bullshit. You want to out? Because I said, I don't have any money. I don't have any money. I don't have any cash. Oh, we take credit cards, they said. And I said, bullshit, you want to fucking, this is corruption. I say that the Spanish, like, this is a Colman or something like that. And the whole fucking office, you know, there was like some rumors. I said the word and complete silence. And the guy from the back stopped. What you just said is like, so they were like fucking really offended. I was like, okay. I went to a fucking ATM machine with the two cops. I take the money out, give it to them. They fucking give me a receipt. You know, I was like, what the fuck is going on? And so it worked, you know, like this is actual fucking police. And I'm getting a fine for disrespecting authority. This was a thing. My friends were outside. I meet them. I said, did you take the picture? Nobody took the picture. I don't know. That's my story, you know. So yeah, that's my little Peru. I'm gonna try to get some stuff about Peru. I think this is something I have to do for
Well,
myself.
I mean, you've never really done it. Now you've got one or two jokes about
I have
Peruvian drug dealing and all that sort of stuff. But
for people in the outside. But I have Peruvian material if I'm in Peru, you know, but you wouldn't understand those jokes. But some comedians come, you know, you make your following in Peru, you come to Barcelona, you do your show, and you fill your show with 60 Peruvians. I'm not even close to doing that, you know, so I would like to get more in
you've
touch
never
with my
tried,
roots.
no? You never tried.
No, I never tried. I went away from Peru, so I think I can go back in. Peru is a wonderful place. We have the pisco, not Chile. Oh, this is gonna burn. This is gonna burn. Pisco is from Peru, not from Chile. It's not even a competition because there are different products. Peruvian one is like a alcohol. Chile is like to clean your car. And yeah, we have the most amazing food in the region. And I hope the next president does a good job. That's it. Thank you, Colman, for opening my eyes to the reality that I need to go back to my roots. Was that good?
Okay.
Well, we have 30 more seconds. Please follow us on Patreon if you want to see my journey back home. I'm going to talk about Machu Picchu, food, cocaine, I guess. And yeah, that's it. Thank you to my Peruvian family. Peruvian family. That's Paddington Bear touching. Paddington Bear. And yeah, that's it. Thank you so much, guys.